a 45-degree angle without any stop in motion from the first object, and they both took off in separate directions, all while moving at the same speed. That's about the best I can do for physical sighting with my own eyes of a UFO. Other than that, it's been, like I said before, some type of unseen connection between me and what happens. I just trust my feelings. I feel that I believe when I go out there that I will film something, and sure enough, by believing, it happens.
Okay.
Yeah, basically that's simple.
So there's some sort of strange alien faith involved there. Do you think, I mean, have others went with you with their cameras? Have they seemed to be able to do what you do? Or or do you find it primarily that you are being given the coordinates mentally or otherwise to zoom and to see at the right place?
Yeah, it's something definitely happening to me. I had thought about it one time, maybe taking one of my friends with me from the ship, one of my shipmates out there, and see if he would, film standing right next to me, and see if he came up with the same things on camera that I did, just to kind of, I had, lots of theories about all of this, and I had wondered if, well, am I filming just my own reality and nobody else can see this, or what's the deal, So trying to be a little bit scientific about it, but I haven't really had the chance to take anybody with me to do that, and, to answer your question, it's I know beyond any shadow of a doubt, and I believe as long as somebody can believe when they're seeing my video and looking across the website, if they choose to believe that these things are real and genuine films, there's no denying it. When you look at it, you can just see zooming in, moving the camera up as these discs take off at 5,000 miles an hour. I mean, it just looks like someone filming these things on purpose, which I wasn't. I just had some type of unseen connection going on. Yeah.
Okay. And here's a question for you from the UK. Have you ever read Alien Intrusion by Gary Bates?
No, I have not. And to this day, I began to read a book, CE5, which I found to be a pretty good book. I got about halfway through it, and I've decided since then really not to do that, not to read, not to bend my own opinion or to wash over anything that's happening to me. Don't mean to sound egotistical about it, because I'm not. It's just I think that I need to keep this, these events that are happening to me personal and just close to me, and not intrude upon that by reading other books or getting other things in my head, from these other sources. So I'm just trying to go alone on this and see what happens.
Well, that sounds like a very honest approach. And in fact, on our live chat, I see someone said, I like this guest. He sounds sincere and honest, and there's no hype or deceit in your voice. So that's a compliment to you, John. And I'm perceiving that here, that you're honest. And that's an interesting point of view, because I've wondered that in dreams, how it is that, psychologically they'll say that, well, your dreams are basically components of life activities that are stored chemically in your brain, and your brain puts them together. But then sometimes you have a dream that you have no memory of a sight or a sound, and something is created in your mind or appears in your mind that has no internal disposition of being there, and you never seen it, never heard of it, never saw a program or a movie, and you see an object or you hear a voice or you see something happen that couldn't possibly have happened to taint you, to put that in there. And in those cases, do you think that they are the idea of those things are projected into our minds?
I don't know. It's on an individual basis. I can see where that's, human beings are definitely like that, very very subjective beings. I've seen some films on YouTube, as a matter of fact, looking into the subconscious and how that affects people with advertisement and such. And the brain is like one big sponge, and your eyes are always taking in information and processing it through your subconscious, and so you're always picking up probably 90% more than you perceive. Absolutely. So I think, even a person who is honestly trying to be objective in their heart could certainly, by subconscious, pick up other things from other people and maybe incorporate it into their own encounter.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's why I said what I did about that. I try to. I do look into UFO research and things like that, but as far as trying to form my opinion from other people's opinions, I really try hard to stay away from that. Yeah.
When you're videotaping these UFOs, are they indeed craft? Are they balls of light? What would one expect to see in your videos?
Right. I've filmed just about everything you can imagine. There's several disc-type UFOs that look like they're structured craft. There's a couple of discs that I zoomed in on miles away, which are on my website, that just are hovering there. I believe that those are structured craft. One taking off vertical from a mountain, a good 10 miles away. I've had a friend of mine in MUFON who has an engineering background say that it's somewhere no less than 5,000 miles an hour that it takes off. Then there's other UFOs that I believe are dark energy, whatever you want to call it. It's just some type of energy, and you can tell in the video that I believe that it's not a structured craft. It doesn't appear to be anyhow. It's slightly transparent and but definitely intelligent. Definitely, there's some type of intelligence behind it. Whether it's a living entity, I don't pretend to know what these things are any more than anybody else does. But it's a whole variety. I've filmed also at my campsite. There's several orbs, very strange orbs that look like sort of like just a big bubble sitting there, more than the orbs that you see in your average digital photos nowadays that are coming out. And then once I got to Michigan, I began filming these rods and actually interacting with rods up in Michigan.
Rods.
So, whole gamut there, from your flying disc, to what I believe are interdimensional beings. Yes.
Those ships or UFOs, have you seen windows? Have you seen aliens looking back at you?
No, not at all. The majority of you'll find when you look at the videos there, the majority of them that I shot are taken from a distance, and never that. Not that I remember now. Once again, I went away that night from my campsite, and I don't have a memory. So I'm sure I got an up close view of something at that point. I just don't have any memory of it.
Have you ever captured UFOs engaged in a aerial battle?
No, can't say that I have. The flying disc type UFOs that I've filmed are, although I have several of them, they're all individual, one at a time.
Okay. So these UFOs, as you are filming them, do they always seem to go out into space, or do they go up and fly sideways? And have they ever came back down and landed?
No, I haven't caught any landings on video. A real interesting one, though, that I believe is a metallic disc. It's filmed from my campsite, and that particular video can be found on the summary page. Incidentally, when you go to the summary page, every link that every word of UFO in purple on the summary page is a link to an actual UFO. And the one there at the campsite comes in out of the right frame, just sort of appears actually, dips down in front of a mountain, reflects, where you can see that it's a circle, or a disc shape, and then speeds up and straight up and goes into a cloud and disappears there. And that one actually went so fast that at regular speed, it's not visible, which is the case for much of this stuff, and the reason why I believe these UFOs stay so hidden so well in Area 51. It's just a matter of not necessarily even cloaking, it's just a matter of speed. When something's moving that fast past your eyes, your mind automatically thinks it's a bug or or discounts it completely. You just don't pick up on it.
Area 51, again, as we open up the show, we're talking about sort of the poster child of UFO activities, and I think there's maybe even a television show coming up called Area 51, and it's in every UFO investigation it comes up. Why would there continue to be UFO activity when it's so known and probably so visited by people running through the desert just to go there out of fun? Why would there continue to be UFO activities? Why haven't they moved to somewhere else?
I don't think they need to. Like I said, I believe that these craft are capable of coming in and out of the atmosphere at such a speed that the human eye can't even pick it up. I don't really think that these people are worried about anybody. I don't think they're worried about someone like me coming out and filming this stuff and showing it to everybody. I don't think it's a concern for them anymore.
Do you think there's a time when they're going to